We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on, fellas.
Down. 10-2 stop. 54. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Blue draw quarters.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming up.
On first down, Stanton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. X3. 218. Chop. Check. What? Squeeze. Shift. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, lock it. Bang, bang. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Delta.
He'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Prescott, and he slings one that's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
2nd down and goal. Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
High 7.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, Sam on.
36.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check. Check.
Look at me. Go. Rush in.
Kill.
Bam. Hit it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check.
Leo.
Look, 3. Watch
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
51. Ricky. Check.
Rock it.
Check, nickel.
Look, squeeze. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Ready? 18 Gator.
It's a gain of 4.
Lee Griffin.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set. 30 base.
I don't think you got it, son. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
80 weapon. Hey, zoom.
He's coming.
Hey, Sam on. 5.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, order.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Ready?
Back to throw here. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Down.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Alpha.
Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Go, get out there. Hey, kill.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Here we go, 46. Check. Switch it, hey. Here we go, 46. Here we go. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Look at me, zipper! Hey, Foxtrot! Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. He's counting you. Go! Switch!
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's the way. Let's go, go!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, look at me. Go!
At the 45-yard line.
Kill. 6-6, pull it high. Yes.
Stay at home.
Hey, Echo. Yeah.
2nd and 11. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey!
That's me. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to go.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Twist on travel.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Jim. Mike, check 33. 33.
Hey, 47.
Let him know.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Y'all not ready.
Mike, check.
26.
Prescott now. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Jabril Pepper is on the coverage.
Here we go. All right, hey. Combo. Hey, kill. 47. 0-0, Mike Creed.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike 3. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Newton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Going to 54. All right, hey.
Here we go.
Hey, 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
All right, hey. Combo.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Leo. 5. Hey.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Ready, set.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Second time, defense. Let's go. No. Slam. Undercrush.
Hard. 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's Hill, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Pick your game up.
First down, Prescott. And caught by Henry. Fighting through it, he's got space. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Go.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, Sam off.
Shoot, shoot.
He's protein spill.
Crash. Hatchet. Check. Lucky.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Safety screen.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cowboys' 47.
Recon, 132 fighter.
25 to Mike.
Come on, D.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Kill.
Slam. Check.
You're out. 22 jump bomber. Head up.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 49.
Let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Bravo.
51 to Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll set up to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Shift.
We're going to 54.
Looking to throw. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 33. Mike 33. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike, check.
Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
There you go. Go right in.
Check Mike, check Mike. Double tight, double tight. Double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
There you go. 47.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Go right in.
3. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
We're going to 53.
Again. Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo.
Prescott on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
There we go. Kill.
Mike 3. Mike 3. It's just me and you.
26.
Prescott yet again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
36.
We're going to 54. Right in.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Check 24, check 24.
'61, matchbox lights. Look at me. Go, go.
Check 26. Out, 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 out.
Fair, fair. Now.
They'll run on first down. Stanton looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come, come. Hey, exit. Go.
Back to throw now on second and 10. His throw incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam. Check 52. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Hard, hard.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Rock, rocket, rocket. Fire.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check, 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 check.
80 weapon. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Silver, silver. Shift, shift.
General West.
2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
There we go. Kill.
Rip right.
Mike 3.
26.
Throwing, Prescott. He completes it to Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
You see it all day. Pick it.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott complete. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend some fun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me.
26.
Check 33. Let's go.
Check.
Gun. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you. Shoot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the slack.
Now.
Stay open.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Move.
Now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12, and that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good